welcome to my channel, Dreamcrafter Creations. My name is Debbie, aka Nana, and welcome. I'm glad you came. I hope you'll sit and knit or crochet and chat for a bit. Feel free to comment on anything I'm making or doing, or just tell me where you're from. And if you like this video, I hope you do. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to come back and do a little chit chat. I do usually at least once a month. I've been doing them more, but life gets busy, and this was a busy week, but an exciting week. There was a baby born, my son's daughter, my son and his wife, baby Lucy. She's the 7th grandchild, and so we had a busy week, and she's here now, and we love her. So anyways, what else? It's just been a lot going on, and Easter Sunday, and I wanted to get a bunch of things made for the kids. I like to have handmade gifts for them, and I was working on machine embroidery. I have little Ikes in the machine right now doing a little baby T-Rex. I see a little puckering going on, which I'm not sure how this is all going to play out. Hopefully, machine embroidery is not easy. A lot of times the machine can act up. I had this lying flat. These other coats I'm going to show you I didn't have a problem with, but it looks like there's like a big pucker in here, and I hope the thread is just going to push it down. But like I said, I wanted to get these done for Easter, and I called it Blooming Bunnies because the coats all have some blooming flowers and bunnies, and I'm working on some hand embroidery blooming bunnies that I'll show you. But so the first one I'm going to show you, these are called Easter Bunny Meadow. I did 2 of the same design but in different colors because I didn't want them all alike. So here's the first one, and hope you can see it. That was in purples and blues. The next one I did in a little bit more pink. So I like how these came out. I really like this design a lot. These are ruffle butts jackets, and I got them on sale. I did do one for Alice, and I'm not 100% happy how that one came out, but I'll show a picture up here because I had already given it to her, and my daughter was okay with it. I wasn't okay with it. I think I'm going to try to find her another jacket and do another one for her. The words didn't come out legibly, so I'll show you. It was supposed to say, "Do you suppose she's a wildflower?" And I did the meadows on the side, but like I said, I need to get over that one. And then I have the Peter Rabbit, and that Peter Rabbit is also with the romantic meadows mirrored on each side, and I did that design also on one of the doll's dresses in the last video. I always love a little Peter Rabbit. I don't know, I just love Peter Rabbit. So there's those 3. The picture Ike's is 4. I didn't get to Valerie's because I already gave her coat, but they'll at least have these for Easter, and I already got them their outfits, and I have baskets for them, and so we're all good to go for Easter for them. The other thing I'm working on is I buy the sweaters from Amazon. I have all different Easter colors. This one is white, but it's the first one, and this is how it looks so far. Okay, so what I have is I have the design printed on Sulky stick and stitch. I'll show you the package, and it works wonderful. So what you do is you get a design. I can link this design below. I got it on Etsy. And here's another sweater. Here's one in an Eastery color. And what I do is I print this design on the stitch and stick. And then I put the stitch and stick on here, like I did, and then I stitch. And it's good because I don't need a hoop. The paper makes it kind of stiff. And then when I'm done stitching, I will put this in water. That paper will dissolve and you'll just see the embroidery. It's really, really a good product for any type of embroidery, especially on sweaters, because, you know, they're very stretchy. And it just makes it so much easier to work with. And they say cross stitch, punch needle, quilting. I've even put it on the coats in my embroidery machine and stitched it out that way so I could see exactly where the design was going. But this is what the package looks like. And highly recommend this if you're an embroiderer. You can draw your own design. Sometimes what I've done is you have a light box and you take a design that you bought on Etsy or that you got from a book you have or something, and you can put it underneath in the light box and put the stick and stitch over it, and you can actually draw your design. Yeah, that stuff is wonderful. So I have these sweaters in all Easter colors. This is my first one. I hope to get maybe another one done, but I'll get these done in time for them to wear for the cooler spring season. And yeah, they will like those. But they're a good practice because what I would like to do, and I purchased these books. Like if you've been watching me, I'm a big book buyer. I have a big library. I have this book by Claudia Quintanilla, and it's called Memory Lane, Embellished Knits to Treasure. And this is what it looks like. And she was at my local yarn store and she signed it. I actually couldn't go that day. I don't know what was going on. But for Debbie, one memory in every stitch. Claudia. So I got that. And these sweaters are beautiful, beautiful. I don't think she goes in a lot of depth with how to do embroidery. I think you need to know a lot of it, and also the beading. I got to look into that because I've been looking through it kind of quickly, and I didn't see really how to do the actual beading with knitting because I've never done that before, and I'd like to. But like there are just some beautiful sweaters in here that I would like to attempt. So like this one, it's called Dorata. This is beautiful. And this has these gold embroidered butterflies on it. I hope you can see that because I have done something a little different with my camera. I have it so I can't see myself because I found that I'm always looking off to the side if I do it the other way. So hopefully this helps, and hopefully you can see the picture I just showed you. And then I loved this one too. This is called Granada, and it doesn't look like there's any embroidery or beadwork on it, but I just thought it was really pretty and different. This one here. Let's see if you can see it. Can you see it? I hope you can see it. I just really loved that. And there was one other one. I mean, I like them all, but I can't do them all right now at once. This is called Narciso. I have the worst accent. But anyways, I love this too. I thought this was so pretty. I really like that. But yeah, this is a nice book. I can't wait to start this someday. I do like, I don't think this would be something for this year, but maybe next year. Let's get through all the current WIPs and everything going on now. But another book I got, and I was so excited to get this book, Embroidery on Knits, Judy Gumlich. I hope that's how you pronounce it. It's a beautiful book. And I saw her on Fruity Knits, and that's how I found out about the book. It's just so unbelievable, the work in this book. Look at this. This is what I inspired to do. Working on these sweaters really, it really helps. I mean, you could do it for yourself. Just start with the Lazy Daisy, the rosette, and some stems. You can look it up online. YouTube, there's plenty of people out there who teach it. Buy yourself some type of little embroidery book. I believe in this book she does go over the stitches. I mean, I can't, yeah, definitely. And she has patterns. And I saw her on Fruity Knits. Try to go find that podcast. It was just lovely. Look at this. I don't know. I don't want to show something that I can't show, so I gotta cover it up. It's like, I guess, I don't know if moth, I love butterflies, and I guess you could make this to be a butterfly, but I don't know if it's a moth. But look how pretty. Look how pretty that is on the sweater. So she takes, I think she talks about getting vintage sweaters and doing it on vintage sweaters, which is a good idea too, rather than just having to knit every sweater that you to do this. But I just love it. Echinacea, I love this flower. Look at this. So pretty. So pretty. But lovely. There's birds, there's flowers. I really want to do some stuff from this book, and I would highly recommend you purchasing it. I love it. I can't wait to start doing stuff like that. So once I get through all the kids, I'm really going to start focusing on doing the things I want to do for myself. I just find that it's always someone's birthday, something, someone has a baby, not just my family, just, friends and people I know. And I always want to make them something with the dolls. And I just really want to get a few of the things I'm working on done. Like the mystery knit along. I have one sleeve left. It will make a showing when I'm totally done with it. My crochet by blanket, the crochet along that I've already showed in a few of the videos. I want to get that done at least by the fall. And what am I working on now? I have a new cast on that I cast on in March, but there's been a lot going on, so it is a WIP still, and what that is my sock. Let me get it for you. This is Alice's Easter Bunny. I keep forgetting. What is it called? Hold on. They got my show notes here. Where did that go? Alice's Easter Bunny. Oh, it's right here. Right under my nose. Alice's Easter Bunny socks. I was right. I didn't even have to get this. But These are so cute. Alice's Easter Bunny socks are fun socks designed to celebrate Easter and the end of winter with a hint of Alice in Wonderland included. They are an easy knit colorwork sock pattern which includes a simple design inspired by the patterns that can be found on a Fabergé egg. So I originally just loved this because I thought, you know, Alice in Wonderland, we had I have Alice, my first grandchild, and I thought they actually looked really small to me, so I thought they were kids' socks. But then I thought about it, and I really don't think I want to knit kids' socks because, you know, the work that's put involved and they're going to grow out of them. I think I need to put my knitting somewhere else, and that's on my own feet. So, anyways, I started these again, started too late. Thought I'd have them for Easter. I'll have one, and we'll have two for next year. I had yarn from my stash, and this is Cascade 22 fingering. It didn't have a specific color. It's a rose, and this is the same thing. It's like an off-white. And then this is a Knit Picks palette. They're all fingering weight. They were in my stash for a while, and they're fine. It does seem to be a thicker sock, and I don't really like wearing thick socks and shoes, so I think they'd be better for me to wear with like a slide on or just around the house to keep warm. I did have to go up a needle size. My tension was really tight. She had it on a 1 and a 1.5, and I went up to the 2. I just kept this still at the 1. That didn't bother me, the cuff. But, you know, doing color work, it can get kind of tight sometimes. And she recommends, and I would recommend, that you carry the strands very loosely and don't pull on the sides, because you can even see it can pucker a little, but she tells you to block them. So once I block them, I think everything will be fine. But I am up at the toe. It was a well-written pattern. I loved it very much. So that is my sock. That is my cast on, my new cast on, my WIP. And what else did I say? Oh, so what I did want to talk about was the bag I put them in. This is a project bag that I made, and my little person side, I made that too. I already talked about that, but that holds a lot of knitting treasures like stitch holders and stuff like that. This fabric is by Tula Pink, the Alice in Wonderland collection, and this is the inside. You know, painting the roses red, I believe this is what this is supposed to be about. But this bag inspired me through, I had another bag and I loved it. And there is a talented woman I met in Knit Group. Hi, Jane, who is an unbelievable sewer. I mean, if you see her stuff, you wouldn't even think it was handmade. But anyways, I was telling her about the bag I want, and she developed this pattern for me. So it's not for sale or anything like that. But it's a perfect size for socks, and you know, it can be adjusted bigger. And I like how it's clear at the bottom. But this is a very good, put your sock knitting in here, and I love it. Fits perfectly. Fits perfect. So there's that. And I wanted to talk about, the other thing I missed is on, I didn't even say it, I'm sorry. This is, this pattern is by Charlotte Stone. This is her book, Charming Color Work socks, but that pattern is not in here. I think I got that pattern before I got this book, but anyways, I have been following her on Instagram. This is 25 different patterns in here, and I know there's a newer book. I don't know how many in that book, but there is a pattern in that book. I believe it's called Happy Hour, and it's martini glasses, and I really want it. I really want martini glass socks. I think they'd be so cute. But she makes the cutest socks. Let me see if I can show you some pictures of, this was another one I really liked. The ice cream cones. Look at these. I love those. So cute. What else? Oh, there's just so many. I don't know what to choose from. I think more, but I love the ice cream cones. I love the tulips that are on the front cover that I just showed you. And there was, it's just lavender, blooming lavender. These are really pretty. This book has a lot. It has some Halloween ones in here. I think the bats. I think the bats are in here. Are they? There's butterflies. There's sheep. There's dogs. What else is there? There's some Christmas ones. Yep, the bats for Halloween. These are really cute. Let's see. Let's see if I can get it together. All right. And the bats. Aren't those cute? But this, many, many more. She does a great job. The pattern was easy. I had no problem with it. So anyways, that's my knitting I've been working on. I haven't really been crocheting. I just want to get through the big garment sweater and be done with that and move on to another garment and maybe do some little toys I've been itching to do, because I said I was going to get some mimosa duckling done, and I didn't. But you know what? It's not even really spring yet. It's not even. I don't know what it is. We're all rushing spring. But the year is going fast, and I do want to get some little those little ducklings done. You know, they're for summer too. You know, ducklings are for summer, and work on some more toys and stuff. But I wanted to show you, I had ordered, and it's called, what are they called? Twice Sheared Sheep. They have all kinds of knitting and crocheting accessories. And I am all about all these cute little things. Like I said, I have been knitting for a while. And I don't want to say I'm an old knitter. I want to just say, how did I want to put it? A long time knitter. And back in the day when I started, we didn't have any of these. It was probably 40 years ago, I believe. We didn't have any of these cutesy little, stitch markers and row counters and, none of the needle stoppers. I mean, I know there were needle stoppers because I know my grandmother had needle stoppers, but not cute little ones like they have now. But anyways, she was offering, I went to her website. So go to her website, Twice Sheared Sheep, and she has a spring 2025 surprise box is what I started with. And then there'll be one in June and September. So I got this, she mailed it out, I think like mid-March. But let me show you what it included. So it included, this is an Indigo Grove mini Trini bag. Very cute, right? And it has a zip on the side, and yeah. So let me take everything out that was in the box. So yarn to go. And this is a, what do they call this? I don't know what they call this. I call it almost like a portable yarn bowl. Which one is this? Yarn to go, mandala yarn to go carousel, wrist strap not included. Okay, I was wondering, where is the wrist strap? But, so let me show you how this works. 1 second. Okay, so this beautiful yarn was from Irina's shawl I made, Sweet Surrender. This is my leftover, a whole ball, so I want to use it again. It's beautiful. But, so what you do here is you take this, put it in here, and then it magnets on here, and then you put the yarn on here. So, like so. So if this is on a flat surface, it will turn. And then if you have the wrist strap, so it would be hanging, it will also turn. So it's like a portable yarn bowl. It is just so cool. I don't know if you can see that down there, but I really like this. And I saw someone at night using it. And it's very, very handy, I think. So that is the portable yarn to go carousel. And then we got these duo repair hooks. They look like a crochet hook on one end and a knitting needle on the other, you know, to help fix drop stitches, you know, stuff like that. And we have some beautiful, I love these. They're made, they're butterflies, they're glittery, they're gems. I love them. Snag-free stitch markers. So cute. And another little cute thing is this tape measure. Always use tape measures because we all have a million bags, so you need a tape measure for each bag. But look at this cute little cow with the flower crown. So cute. And then this cute little box. And she has a flower crown. A little tin. And this is used to, you know, put all your stitch markers. And also included was this row marker. And at first I wasn't quite sure how these are used. And this is called a peacock tensioning ring. I don't need crochet box only. Oh, okay. So I have a knit box. So anyways, let's get back to this first. So this is the what is this called? This a stitch marker. No, the stitch marker storage in the bag. Butterflies. Oh, moonlit moth row counter. So I wasn't 100% how you use this, but she has a video on YouTube, so you can just, you know, Google, what did I just call it? A row counter, and put shared sheep, twice shared sheep in there, and I'm sure she'll pop up. But she shows you how to use it, and she says it can count up to 100 rows. And there's 10 on this, but what you do, and I'm going to explain this as simply as I can as short as I can, but it has this snag-free little clip. I'm not going to take it off. And what you do is, like, so when you get to 11, you put it back on your needle, back on one, and you add this little clip. So that signifies now you're on 11, and so forth. Go down to 2, add the clip. Now you're on 12. She said you can go up to 100 rows with this. I have to try it. But, and then the one other thing that, let me put this all, excuse me, back in this bag. And let me take a sip. And I should have told you, you know, get a beverage of your choice. I was given this new large water thermos, whatever you call this, Stanley, for my birthday from my son. He clearly thinks I don't drink enough water, and I don't. So this is supposed to help me. Hold on 1 minute. I have to grab my yarn up here. So this also came in the, they call it a surprise box. I call it a mystery box. The Sheep Shear Hand-Dyed Happiness staple sock yarn. The Sheepy Shire, www.thesheepyshire.com. You can see that. And fingering weight, 75% superwash merino, 95% nylon, 460 yards to 421 meters, 3.5 ounces, 100 grams. The colorway is Skipper. So it's very oceany looking, or March, because you know the March is aquamarine. And what I did notice is when I was taking this out and looking at this, how good do these go for like a scarf, a cowl, a shawl? I think these really go good together. So, or even socks, a combination of these two for socks. I'm not quite sure, but I do like these two together. So I'm going to keep that in mind. And that is it. The only other thing that I bought from Twice Sheared Sheep, and it was not part of this, and I did this separately, because I saw this on Elise Rose Crochet, and I saw this book. I think they gave it to her to show. I don't know what they did. It's in one of her videos, but she was showing it. And I do like to journal, but this isn't a journal. This is a project. It's just like a project book. I forget the exact name of it, but it has all these, they're like pockets, and you put your project details on there. Right now, I'm only putting in what I start this year, and that's the Do You Yoke #2 by Zanette. And the day I purchased it, the day I started, what I wanted to remember, that it was a 7-week clue, make a long knit on #2 and 3 circular needles, and I did size 4. And then you can list all your yarns, and right now, and put your labels in here, and you can clip holes and tie the yarn. And I thought that was really cute. I have the Easter socks written here because those are the two that I started this year. I didn't, oh yeah, I haven't start as far as knitting and crocheting. Those are the only two I started this year. Everything else was from last year that I'm trying to get done. But this book also has these, you know, the book inserts, and she has graph paper, some plain paper. You know, I guess if you're a designer, which I'm not, and I don't think I would ever be one, because that just is a lot of work, and I already have a lot of work in my life. But anyways, it also comes with a sheep cover. It also converts into like a stand to read your patterns. I haven't figured that out yet, but yeah, I really like this. And I just saw that you can put a pen in here too. Oh, and what I didn't show you, which like inside, does she have it? You know, there's a pocket in the back here to put stuff in, but she also has, it looks like a credit card pocket, and I put all the, like, you know, if you get a business card when you go to like a yarn festival or something to save, I put those in there. But that is pretty much all that's been going on in my crafty world. And in my regular world, like I said, exciting, new baby born, and Easter's coming, and we'll all get together as a family, and it'll be fun. So if you stayed till the end of this video, thank you very much. I appreciate it. And I hope you come back. And I hope you, you know, stay well, be safe, and happy knitting. Till next time. So I wanted to add this in after sitting here for a long time tonight and stitching this out. The jean jacket for Ike, the dinosaur on it, it was a fail, which is really sad. I mean, I'm sure she'll probably just put it on him. You can tell it's a dinosaur, but because it puckered the jacket for some reason, you know, the outline got off and there's a big pucker. And it's just so sad because the machine, you know, I don't know what went wrong. I don't know how to avoid that. I had it laid out nice and flat, but this is what happened. This is what happened. So I don't know. I don't know if she'll just still put it on him anyways. I don't know. This is what can happen. So you can lose a full, you know, a whole garment from it. But anyways, I think I'm done with machine embroidering. Maybe I'm tired. Maybe, I don't know. I'm going to call or YouTube it and find out why something like that would have happened. It didn't happen on any of the other ones. But oh well, that's what happens when we do our crafting. We have some successes and some fails, and this was a fail. But I have the design now. Maybe, you know, the only other thing I was thinking I could do was do the design on another piece of fabric and literally sew it in on top of this. I'll let you know if I do that. Bye.